If you love music as much as I do and you like all the things Local Distortion does for unsigned artists, then please support the show by donating as little as £1 a month to patreon.com/Local Distortion Podcast. Please subscribe to the Local Distortion YouTube channel for more interviews, live performances and new shows exclusive to the channel. And also like and share the Local Distortion Facebook page at facebook.com/Local Distortion Podcast. Welcome to Local Distortion. On this podcast, I'll be talking to the best up-and-coming independent artists and bands. I am your host, Daniel Kirk. My guests this week are Timeless Lizards. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hello.
Thank you.
That's very nice.
Would you like to go around the room and introduce yourselves?
I'm Eddie, I play bass.
I'm Ollie, I play guitar.
And you sing.
Yes.
So
Yeah, the other two can't make it tonight.
Yeah,
so.
we're missing a few members, but that's okay. So how did the band come together?
It was originally... We went to the same college, actually. And I guess we just kind of filtered it out who we kind of wanted to play with, rather than being...
Finding the best.
Yeah. So it wasn't really like
instruments.
we were looking for a band, because the whole kind of deal with that was we had to get into groups and play certain songs. Then we just kind of slowly realised who we liked to play with. And then from that, it spurred on to just being our own thing, even though it wasn't really encouraged at all. But... Yeah.
So it just sort of happened organically,
yeah.
I guess.
Well, I don't know, we were quite intimidated by our drummer. He's
yeah, that was the only thing. We thought...
He's very scary.
He's so good, but I didn't know what to... Yeah, didn't really
He's
know what to
intimidating
do.
because he's good, or is he just a scary
let's
guy?
Just put it like this, he's into his hip-hop, and he's one of those kind of guys.
Oh,
He'd be
okay.
a bit like... I was extremely nervous to talk to him, because I thought he'd, like, crush me. But,
Yeah, I kicked his foot once accidentally, and he just looked at me and, like, just shook his head. Like that. It was like the scariest thing.
But he actually turned out to be the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, he's actually a massive softie, so...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure he'll really enjoy hearing that when he listens to the podcast.
He will, yeah.
So where are you guys all from?
Well, we're from basically just outside Stevenage, so is Jordan, and then Aaron's from Luton.
Yeah, we're from Walken, a small village outside Stevenage.
Yeah.
So the Bedfordshire area?
Hertfordshire.
No,
Hertfordshire?
Hertfordshire, but it's literally like 3 minutes outside.
Yeah. It's one of those blurry areas. That's fair enough. So how did you come up with the name Timeless Lizards?
Again, it was a bit of a joke. We had the name before we had the band, and now it's kind of too late to turn back. But yeah,
I think it's an awesome name. I think
Thank
probably
you.
one of the best names
yeah.
Really?
for the band that I've come across.
It was kind of that whole kind of like Illuminati thing. I don't know. See, I try and look up about it online and then realise, oh, maybe it is just something that's completely made up and it hasn't really got anything or any meaning. Not that I really care, but I don't know if I'm going with this. It's just a silly name.
You told me that you heard it in a lecture,
Oh, yeah. We heard it in a lecture at college. Me and Aaron, before we even started the band or decided anything, and we thought band name. And then we just started from there.
Yeah,
something to do with Tupac, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, something like
that.
He's a timeless lizard, and then you guys are just like, yeah, that's the one.
It does sound like one of those names that you would just see on any festival bill.
Thank you.
It
just
is a proper good band name.
I think actually, as much as I always kind of thought, okay, let's see if things start rolling, we'll then think about band names then. But a lot of people actually said to us, actually, it's quite good, and it does stand out on the posters.
It does, yeah, definitely.
So,
catches your eye.
Was there any other names that you almost
You had a lot on your phone, didn't you? You just wrote down loads of notes.
Yeah, I'd like just
it's really silly.
Was it?
I don't know.
Like describing words or something like that.
He just had a load of describe.
We showed our sister the other day. It was just things like splat, wallop, and
It's
gash
terrible.
and things like that.
That and you wanted to call us moon men or something.
Yeah, moon men, something like that.
Moon Men?
Yeah, I know. Bit weird.
Maybe a potential EP.
Yeah.
Moon Men. Timeless Lizards and the Moon Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a concept album, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
That sounds pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, write that down.
Yeah.
Could you explain the purple blob logo?
Oh,
What's that about?
That was done by Aaron's friend Jade, actually. Yeah, I didn't really know what happened with that.
It's
We just needed a logo straight away, and
Yeah.
that's the whole kind of thing with Days as well. We recorded that not from a music video point of view, but more from a performance point of view, so we could send it to promoters rather than just saying here's a rubbish demo or something. We just wanted to have, rather than just a load of songs that are badly recorded, just have one that we at least know
One is
is up,
decent.
good standard,
So,
and we have
yeah.
a video to go with it.
So we
Yeah.
don't
But,
really. I don't think we
need-
want people to associate it as a music video. It's,
Yeah, that's
it's
right.
originally
It's
meant
yeah.
to be just a performance video, so they could see that
Right,
this is what we
okay.
look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is a pretty good music video at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It was recorded in a it was filmed in a shed outside our house that's now demolished.
oh.
But
Yeah, that's why
It
we
didn't look
needed-
like a shed.
it's because it had this big sliding door at the back that was open, so it's
Oh.
just kind of just like a big. It used to be a drum shop or like
Right, okay.
like a percussion repair place or something
Yeah.
like that. So yeah, just a massive warehouse really.
But
It's just falling apart.
That's
got
why we
holes in the
needed
floor.
like lots of things quickly, like the logo and stuff like that,
Yeah.
just so
Yeah.
we could start rolling. But yeah.
It's a bit of a random logo. I was like...
Yeah, I know, it is a bit random.
It's quite punky, doesn't it?
Yeah, or...
Yeah.
I just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Just looks like some soup that's just fallen on your.
Yeah.
Some purple
Like a
soup.
stain.
Actually,
or something, yeah.
originally it was white and green, and then we inverted it. That's why it's black and purple now.
Right,
I don't know.
yeah.
That's what happened, but
The,
Yeah, it would
well, the
look
white
like-
and green one looked like someone had like picked their nose and then just done.
yeah.
Are you going to have that problem when you have that inverted for like posters and things?
Yeah, I think we have a
Potentially.
few. Like we have been talking to other people about
We've actually sort of
logos
changed
or
ours
recreating it.
now,
Yeah.
haven't we? We've actually just changed it. We got sent some logo ideas by our uncle who does a lot of graphic
And,
design. He was just messing about, and there's a new one on there that we quite like.
They painted our drum skin as well for BBC Introducing,
Yeah.
which was good.
We had our drum skin painted
nice.
by a friend.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That was very cool.
So what bands and artists inspire your sound?
From
Or you as people, maybe?
Yeah. Well, yeah. From a musical point of view, I really love the Beatles, definitely, and then bands like Fleetwood Mac, Carole King, from a songwriter point of view. Just loads of great writers, I guess. And then from sound point of view, I love Yuck. Really like Yuck. Really love Tame Impala. Love the whole kind of grunge stuff as well. And
Temples.
yeah, Temples. Yeah, Temples great. Went to go and see them live actually recently.
Yeah,
That was wicked.
great.
Yeah, really like Demo Pappy as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Agree.
our recordings are quite like the Days recording was quite clean, but every time we play that, it's actually quite a lot heavier.
Yeah, a lot of people say that.
Unintentionally, really. I mean, it's
Yeah, because when I
Just
watched the
sounds
live
big.
session, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
This is quite a bit
it's a lot
more
more heavy.
beefier. There's a bit
Yeah.
more,
Yeah,
bit more
definitely.
crunch to it. I was
I
like,
think
oh, I
it's
wasn't
just-
really expecting that.
just when we were doing it then. I think it might have just been the mix we did. We just had the acoustic guitars and stuff a bit higher than.
Yeah.
I mean, it still sounds good, but it sounds more poppy than rocky. But
So what was the first album you guys ever brought? This is with like your own money, not like given an
Okay.
album. So you saved up all your pocket money.
My one was actually Beatles for Sale, the first one I bought. What one was yours?
I reckon mine was probably something like Everything, first album. Yeah.
Okay.
I just
That's
bought
great,
that
that
on. I saw them on Jules Holland, and I just bought their first album. Yeah, that's what it was. I didn't actually buy like physical. I bought it on iTunes.
Oh,
but
okay.
Still,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
did save up the money.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah. Usually we get like people saying, "Oh, Eminem show," or
Yeah.
I wish ours was a bit more interesting. I can remember the first album got given to me, like things like like Nirvana and
Yeah,
White
maybe-
Stripes.
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe what was the first album you would were given?
It's probably the Beatles again. Seriously, like, I've been listening to them for a long time. I listened to, it's not really an album, but I think it was like, it's like remixes and like selection of songs by George Martin. I don't know, just run straight through me since I was like 6 or something, I don't know. But that's all because of that man over there. Yeah.
You just had the Beatles collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my first one that was given was our birthday.
You
and
had
our
a
brother
Slipknot phase, and you had a phase where you listened to Skrillex, didn't you?
Skrillex.
Is that how? Oh yeah, I can't even say it.
That was a phase.
Did you ever listen
tell
to
you
his
what,
old
actually,
bands?
I did buy. I probably did buy some like wrestling theme tune or something.
Oh yeah, you
That I
did.
probably saved up for.
Yeah, you bought all
Can
the
you
wrestling
remember
tunes.
what wrestling theme?
It's probably
song
like
it
The Rock, something
Yeah.
like that, or
We built a ring on our trampoline and like, played them all off our phones.
we properly built a ring with some poles and hose, and it was actually springy as well, so you could really like
it was great.
do all the moves.
That should be your next music video.
And that was connected to a treehouse you could jump off as well. So
it's amazing.
That sounds amazing.
It was
You
great.
should do that
It really
for a
was
video.
great.
Yeah, that would be brilliant.
Yeah, can we interrupt? Do you know they're twins?
Oh yeah, we're twins as well.
Yeah, we are twins.
Well, they look kind of different. They're not dressed as twins.
Yeah, I know. Our brothers happen to be born on the same day. That's why I look at it.
I look at it as twins. So
okay.
I just think he likes me.
Okay, carry on, sorry.
Yeah.
So now we're going to play one of your tracks. Would you like to introduce it for us?
Yeah, this is Days by Timeless Lizards.
Thank
I wish my voice was that low.
He wants to be a host. He's got that voice.
Lizards.
No.
Yeah.
You've got a lovely voice. It's come across here absolutely amazing.
Thank you. My mum thinks I should do voice acting.
It's got a real natural, you know.
It sounds good.
I could be on like Sounds of the 70s,
Yeah.
like late at night,
Yeah.
putting all the soul records on.
Yeah, like holding
This
like
is Al Green.
a glass of
What's
brandy.
that Al Green song that you like?
Oh, I don't know. Oh shit. I don't know. I can't even
You're
ask
like,
him.
This is hot chocolate.
Yeah.
So that was Days by you guys.
Yeah.
Is that available to buy anywhere?
Oh, that actually is. There's this site called Amazing Radio, also part of a radio thing, and I think you can buy it on there actually.
Yeah,
Buy
I think it's amazingradio.co.uk or .com or something like that. But it is definitely on Amazing Radio. So if you search,
Yeah, but currently
Days
that's the
Thomas,
only
is
way.
it?
But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll probably re-record it and stuff.
put it on
But-
Spotify and all of
Yeah.
the main things.
Currently, you can listen on YouTube. It's on SoundCloud.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, all that stuff.
So, what are your future plans for 2017?
I think first of all, like really, we've only started like 2 weeks ago, just properly getting stuck into recording and treating it as if we are recording our album. But really, we're not. Like, we've got loads of time. We're all really young, and yeah, there's no rush really. So
No, not
just
at
trying to
all.
get everything, all the writing up to standard, finalised until we've got it what we think is the highest standard we can have. Well, that's until we bring anything out properly.
Yeah, I mean,
In terms of EP, maybe.
I mean, in terms of EP, I thought at least even wait until 2018, even like summer 2018.
Yeah,
But I just don't think we're ready yet. I think we need to keep.
you've done pretty well considering
Keep
you've
rehearsing.
barely released one song.
Yeah.
To the public. Like
Hasn't-
you've done pretty well. Like you're on the introducing. You're
Yeah.
playing all these shows.
Yeah,
It's been, is it a year and a half yet? It's a year and a bit.
yeah, it's
now.
coming up to a year and a half.
Since we did like our first kind of started rehearsing together.
Yeah,
We rehearsed so much before we did our first gig as well.
yeah,
Unbelievable,
something
man.
like.
But I think you guys have the right mindset though, because a lot of people they just chuck a lot of stuff out
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
and then
When-
there's no demand for it, so then it
Yeah.
doesn't do as well.
You have to be so proud of it. Like, I just see all these bands putting out a collection of demos. Oh,
Yeah, and
really?
there's
I'd
also
rather
this-
hear just like something really well recorded that just sounds great. I want something that's going to blow me away. I just don't want just.
Some people just they
Yeah.
do go into it and they
Yeah.
rush it, don't they? And
It's
Yeah.
not about recording something in a week or anything, or like where you go up to a studio and record for when you have a deadline. I don't like the idea of that. It must be really. I mean, I've never had to do that, but it
There's
must
a-
be really hard
yeah.
to
I think
record.
have the song ready first before you
Yeah.
even go near a studio.
Yeah.
Because
Don't-
that's when
don't
it can
work it
take
out in the
weeks.
studio.
No,
Yeah.
don't do that.
There's also
Definitely
that thing we've had. Well, I think we were afraid of having this thing if we like shared any demos with the public or with our so-called probably 4 fans, but they'd probably I don't know, because we'd end up changing the arrangement and instrumentation. Then I'm not sure if they'd still like it just because they've heard the original maybe or something like that.
Yeah, I suppose that is like a double-edged sword because some
Yeah.
people they do like having that original demo
Yeah,
that was
yeah, that's true.
a certain way, and then you do change it and polish it up,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that brings in new fans, and then you've got the original
Yeah, yeah.
fans who are like,
Yeah.
oh, I kind of preferred it that way.
yeah,
Also,
yeah.
we haven't got loads of songs, so we don't want to give away like everything.
No, you don't. And
Yeah.
and another good thing is that it makes people come and see you at
And
gigs
want it
Yeah.
because that's
yeah.
the
Yeah,
only
that's
way
what
they
we
can
want
hear your
as well.
songs.
Yeah, like I do get a bit, don't get like angry or forceful or anything, but I don't like people recording our gigs sometimes and then like putting them up because
Yeah, I think you
Oh,
have
I
to
don't
when a band's this sort of young, you kind of do have to ask for permission. to do
yeah,
that.
we do. We have actually a
mean, it-
Facebook page as well called Friends Who Like Timeless
Yeah,
Lizards.
so our
they,
guitarist
they all
mum
post
made
into
it.
that, kind of saying, "Am I allowed to post this?" And it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
like that.
No, you
but
do.
it's
You
quite
do want to
funny.
be careful because some people they can record like really like what they could have like a really rubbish phone. And
Yeah.
it could sound really shit
Yeah,
through
yeah.
the phone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't want that because it
It's things
it
like
puts
things
you in
like
a bad
when you
light.
if you think of a massive band who are playing, they've all got in-ear monitors and everything for their vocals and everything. They can hear crystal clear.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
we've got floor monitors and it's still
Yeah.
really loud on stage.
That's
so if we're
also-
a bit off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with monitoring, it's always the tricky one, like, because we're quite, I don't know, we really kind of, without the vocals sounding good, it's like, it doesn't really do anything else, Justice.
So you guys playing Wilkstock this year?
Yeah.
Again?
Again.
You played it last year, didn't you?
last year.
Actually, last year we were quite lucky. We were able to play twice. We played on BBC Introducing stage on Friday, and then main stage on Friday, BBC Introducing on Saturday. And with the BBC Introducing, we were very lucky because it started. We were on this. Have you ever been to it?
No, I haven't.
It's a tiny festival just outside our village, and
only like 2 miles away.
yeah, and it's this. We were playing the BBC Introducing stage on the Saturday, which was a tiny room, and luckily it started pouring it out with rain outside, so everyone
came in.
Yeah, I think we had the biggest
crowd on that stage over the weekend. I think. So
That's brilliant when stuff like that happens, isn't it?
Yeah. But then again, I think due to that, we were like, I don't know, we kind of had a bit more fun and kind of maybe played a bit worse than we usually did.
Because then BBC Introducing,
and then we didn't realise that they broadcasted it, and it was awful.
Oh my god.
Well, they asked you back to do the other thing.
Yeah.
I suppose it wasn't that bad.
No.
Or as bad as you think.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're playing it again this year.
Yeah, that was good. We've just applied to play it this year and luckily got it. So.
I don't know what stage we're playing on. Is it the main stage?
We are playing on main stage on Saturday, so we're playing with Razorlight that day. Actually, that's pretty good. I'm quite happy about that.
Yeah.
Rather than the Friday,
isn't it?
playing on the day with Razorlight, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like Razorlight. Actually,
that's not a bad result, really, for a band with barely one song released.
Yeah.
It's
great. And we're actually on the actual poster this time.
Yeah,
which is good.
So
that's one
the
of
first announcement was basically Razorlight and then the other big ones, and the second announcement with Carl Barrett and his new band. Yeah, and so then a couple of our friends are on there as well. But so a band called Waste, they're on there. Good friends of ours, but
maybe I'll come down to that because I haven't actually been to that. Is it kind of a new thing? How long has it been going for?
It's been going on for 10 years. Yeah,
it's a charity festival. It's for leukemia and mountain climbing research.
I think so,
something like that. But yeah, they had Mystery Jets last year. So
they're pulling in some big names actually.
Yeah, definitely.
That's really cool.
They've just got a new promoter who's looking after it, so he's bringing in a lot more bigger acts, I think.
Yeah, because even I was thinking like, how have I not heard of this? Because like some of the names they're putting in, like, it's quite impressive actually.
Definitely.
So that's the 1st to the 3rd of September, the festival.
Yeah, 1st to the 3rd of September.
Yeah. So what date are you playing on?
2nd of September.
The 2nd.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that Saturday?
That is the Saturday with Razorlight.
So glad you're here. I don't know any of this.
Yeah, but it's like,
one of those days.
We'd like edit a soundbite in of just second. Probably you would just say the festival. What are some of your personal highlights with the band so far?
One of the really good ones is that we got the opportunity to kind of open for Chillfest, which is where is that?
Tring.
That's in Tring, yeah.
Yeah, big 80s festival.
Yeah, that was great. And the main act who was on that day. Oh, why am I so forgetful? What was it?
UB40.
UB40, yeah. So that was good.
So you played with UB40 as well?
Yeah, that was really good. But I think they kind of fitted us in as a kind of maybe PA tester type of thing. Yes. But that was a great experience because suddenly everyone did everything for you and we couldn't believe it. And we had like 2 monitors to ourselves and massive side fills.
Did you have roadies?
Yeah. Had a hotel and a room and everything.
Yeah. Wow.
It was great. Absolutely amazing.
Kit
and
Kats,
get used to that. Yeah, Kit Kats. That was a highlight.
And that was our dad was actually playing with Tony Hadley the next day, so that's sort of how we
that was nice. It turned into a big family thing.
Yeah, it was actually all of our family there, so all of the other band members' families and stuff, so it was really nice.
Well, that's cool.
Really fun. And then my highlight of the year, I don't know, probably supporting Yuck in Bedford,
that was good.
Bedford Esquires. That was great. It's just nice meeting them.
Been massive fans.
Yeah, it was just really surreal because it was just we'd been waiting for months for the promoters to get back to us about it, and we got it back, and it was just like, well, this couldn't get any better. This is great. And only downside of that evening is that my bass cab actually smashed my guitarist's window in as he was driving around a roundabout afterwards, but he didn't care because we just played with Yuck.
Yeah, he was too happy. Yeah, that was good.
But yeah, that was great.
Yeah.
That goes nicely onto my next question. what's been your craziest or funniest moment? I suppose it wasn't a funniest moment.
I mean,
I laugh.
we laugh by ourselves.
Yeah.
But,
He wasn't laughing.
craziest or funniest moment?
I don't even know.
We're not very exciting people, really.
I mean, your dad is here. Can you actually say, or would you feel comfortable? Looking over.
Craziest... I really don't know.
I can't even think.
Could we come back to
My
that
memory's so
possibly?
bad.
Or do
Yeah,
it now?
we'll give you like an hour to think on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back and ask that again.
Cool. I'm just trying to think.
I don't know.
I can't think.
Do you have any gigs coming up in the next few months? Can you remember?
Okay, so we're doing Meraki Festival, which is a new festival in St Albans.
Yeah.
That's again in the summer in August sometime.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know when it is, but it is in August.
We'll put a link in the
Yeah.
description to that with the date when we find out.
Meraki Festival, and that'll be good. And then local ones at the moment, I don't actually know. I think I heard about one in Welling recently, but
You heard.
I heard.
On the 17th of July.
Okay, yeah,
That's
17th
all we
of
know so far.
So
Wait,
is
is that right?
No, June.
June.
17th of June.
Yeah.
Is that in Welling?
Yeah, Welling Garden City.
Welling Garden City, a small like charity festival there or something like that.
So
Yeah.
you're just playing festivals this year then.
Yeah, it looks like it.
We actually, we had a gig last night that went very well actually. We
Yeah,
played
that
with
went really
a lot
well.
of friends.
Yeah, all our friends' bands.
So I think that's our last gig for a while actually. That was in Hitchin. It was a
Yeah.
charity.
Was that Club 85?
Club 85.
Yeah,
Yes.
It was a charity gig that we had to put on for our college. So
Yeah,
we had a week to go. So we had to organise it in a week and
Yeah.
sort it out. So yeah, it did all right actually. We raised about £150. So
Yeah.
it's
Nice. So you guys, you still in college?
good. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
technically.
only me and Ollie.
Yeah.
Right,
Not the others.
right.
Yeah. We had to kind of start again because we went to the last college and then we all dropped out and then they went into kind of working.
Well, we
they
didn't
were like,
drop out. We did 1 year, but we couldn't,
Yeah.
you need to do the 2 years to get the full qualification.
Yeah. So
Okay. What was that qualification in?
that,
Just
I don't know what you call that
music
one.
performance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then we were already kind of doing music.
You're
performance.
playing with Razor. Like, you don't
outside
really
of it.
need to do that
Yeah.
anymore.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
it was
I think you're
just
fine.
The standard wasn't really.
It was just all cliche and it was just rubbish.
That's what
It's
a lot of
just- yeah.
people do say about college
Yeah.
programs these
Yeah.
days with music.
So
it's
now-
very just,
Yeah.
I know all this kind
Yeah,
of stuff, isn't
yeah.
it? It's
Now we're doing a
basic.
music tech course.
Yeah, we're doing a music tech
Right.
course,
So
which
doing
is
like
it's very helpful. Actually.
again, we're still doing stuff with like Logic and all that kind of stuff, but
yeah,
like we did in the performance one. But rather than doing performance, we'll be doing like live sound and stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah. No, that's definitely a good choice because
Yeah, much
You know,
better.
stuff you actually do need to know.
Yeah,
or that
yeah.
would help.
Yeah.
Definitely. So are you guys working as well, or are you just sticking to the college at the moment? Which is fine.
We both had a job at Christmas, and now we're just
well, so
we're
the funny
waiting
thing is-
till Christmas again.
We worked.
I really miss those days.
Yeah.
Oh,
We worked at a
I did have a
this-
job for 3 years, but then
This place
I hated
called
it. So.
this place called Magica Christmas in Walken.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a great Christmas shop.
Yeah, we
Great
had
Christmas
fingers
shop.
crossed that it would last the whole year.
Yeah.
But obviously, it
Yeah.
didn't.
You didn't get taken up for a year.
No, it was it was great actually. We were there with a lot of friends and we had a
Yeah,
great time.
that was
and the
good.
pay was really good. It was just really nice and
Yeah.
so and obviously that ended at Christmas. And
Yeah.
they start up again in September, so we're just gonna wait until
Yeah,
September, try and like do some log cutting over the summer with them and then
Yeah.
back in. So now at the moment
we'll
we're
be
just
higher
kind of,
as well in the whole shop.
yeah, we'll be
as
more
well.
respected members of
Oh,
the,
okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
of
So
the team.
less
Yeah.
manual labour.
Talk about the
Well,
old
it's
days.
still manual labour, but it feels a bit more rewarding.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I think the only difference is you have to wear a green fleece.
Oh.
That's the only
Did
difference.
you get like a name tag or anything?
Well, I mean,
don't-
we worked in the car park, so
yeah,
really,
outside the whole day.
So to be honest, the people
Yeah.
who worked the hardest were probably us because there were some days where
Awful.
it was just snowing and raining all day, and I obviously did not bring the right clothing with me that day.
Yeah, I was really
And I was
arrogant
just-
about it the first day. I
just wearing t-shirts,
Yeah,
like, yeah, I'll be
wearing
fine.
nothing.
Yeah, oh, it's so
Awful.
cold.
Shorts and t-shirt.
Yeah.
It was great fun, actually, yeah. We had a good time.
God, I miss those days, just working a little tiny bit of the year.
I'll tell you what, that was actually just great. Bloody good memories, they were.
So, some bands out there, bigger bands, they have like a rumour maybe attached to them. You know, sometimes it's a bad rumour, sometimes it's funny. Did it happen? Did it not? Who knows? Yeah. Would you like to start a rumour about Timeless Lizards?
Start a rumour, okay.
Yeah. That might follow you to wherever you guys end up.
So we start a rumour now, okay.
Yeah. We'll give you a couple of minutes to think of one.
The rest of the band ate sliced ham off my naked body while I was lying down on the table.
Okay. Would that fit in nicely to your craziest moment as well? If
you could say that was your craziest
My craziest moment was...
Yeah.
Should we go back to that one now?
Okay, what is our craziest moment?
Or funniest?
God. I mean, it's just kind of really cliche of just being all of us extremely drunk at a gig playing an awful set, really, but
yeah.
I'd want it to be a bit more exciting than that.
Every band has to have one of those, don't they?
Yeah, I mean...
You can't do it all the time, obviously, but...
Okay, great. Okay, maybe we could talk a bit about getting to that gig and about what happened that day. So that was 23rd of December. We finished our last shift at the Christmas shop.
In the car park.
So we go home and we're getting ready to go to the gig, which was in Luton. Our guitarist had organised it. We're doing a Christmas show.
Oh, that was great. I liked that.
Unfortunately, mine and Ollie's mum fell quite ill and she had to go to hospital. And so we for our transport, we were just like, oh crap, we are buggered now. What do we do? We actually had to get our guitarist's brother to drive all the way from Luton to our house, and we had to fit so much gear in this tiny car, and we were so cramped.
Was it a Mini or?
I don't know. It wasn't necessarily a small car. It was just quite long and just low to the ground. So it was just getting these big amps.
It was like you played Tetris, trying to get it all in.
Yeah. But anyway, it was quite scary actually. And then we finally got there, and we did the gig, and we were all really, really drunk.
And we weren't 18 at that point. And there were so many times where when we started getting into gigging, it's like all these 18 plus shows, and we weren't 18 ourselves. And then so that was always the difficult one. Like me and Eddie weren't actually allowed to go out the venue after sound check because we knew we wouldn't actually be allowed to go back in. So I mean,
So if you were just to take one item on tour with you, what would it be? Obviously, you've got all the stuff you need, but what is like the one most important?
We have we've got 2 lizard toys that I would take with me. And
that's 2 things. You're only allowed one.
Well, I'd take one of them.
Would you give one to
I'd
you,
take
maybe?
the one that Max Bloom held up.
Yeah, Max Bloom, the guy from Yark, he held it up after
He's just laughing about it.
Like, this is really cool. Whose is this? That's us.
We left it next to his pedal board. That's funny.
It's like on purpose.
Yeah, slightly on purpose. Yeah.
Oh, actually, well, can we take a person? I'd take our mate Ben Rayo.
Yeah, you can take a person.
I mean,
our
you
friend
take that
Ben because he's just a massive laugh and a great guy. And
so you can take that. I mean, I thought you'd say something like John Frieda Dream Curls shampoo.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
I'd probably...
If it's essential, then take it.
That's essential.
Maybe take the shampoo.
Yeah.
Big plug there for...
Yeah.
Other shampoos are available.
I'd probably take some camembert, like cheese, like the one you put in the oven, the baked camembert. Just like an endless supply of it.
Well, if we didn't have an oven,
an endless supply
you only
of
like
cheese.
it ovened.
Well, we'll just.
Does it work in the microwave or?
I don't know.
Does, yeah.
Yeah.
It does,
okay.
It's good for dreams and songwriting, but bad for singing. That's the only thing.
Bad for singing.
Yeah, as we've tried
cheese
a lot. Yeah,
is a bit trippy, isn't it?
Yeah.
At night times, yeah.
It is good.
Dairy Dunkers, don't have one of them before bed.
Well, it depends. I mean,
that is probably the craziest thing
I have a feeling
we've
that
done.
mature cheddar is
cheese.
probably quite more.
Eating cheese before bed.
Yeah.
I reckon mature cheddar's a bit more intense dreams, isn't it? And then it's like
I don't know.
Oh, is there different levels of cheese?
With the cheese, the
cheese
level
dreams.
of how bad your dream is.
Okay.
Yeah. We really need to make some graphs. I don't know. I'd like to test that.
Yeah, I want to test that.
Maybe, Dad, on the way back we can
Dad.
stop off at Royston Tesco's.
There is the
the Royston Cheese Centre just opened.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a new place. They're just opening it up to people who are very into cheese first.
Oh, that's great.
Maybe you could play like a gig in there.
Yeah.
Like a cheese tasting.
I tell you
event.
what, actually,
Cheese
there's a great cheese shop in Buntingford.
I worked there for a week, actually.
Ollie worked there for his work
I
experience.
got given a load of free cheese.
So maybe we could do something there. That'd be great.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the best times of my life. Yeah, that was great.
Okay, I think we've plugged cheese quite enough on this podcast.
Well, I mean, you just wait until we get we could get
I don't know.
endorsed by like
Stilton.
Yeah.
well, just endorsed by like
Red Leicester.
Sainsbury's.
Not Sainsbury's Basics or something.
Not Sainsbury's
cheese.
Basics. It would have to be.
I don't know.
What's that big famous cheese company called?
I don't know.
You know, the one in London. There's that really big famous shop.
Is there?
London Cheese Company.
Baby Bell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Baby Bell. Maybe, well, you just wait until we're endorsed by Baby Bell. He'll be laughing then.
Brilliant. So what are your music career goals? Playing certain venues, festivals or bands that you'd like to share the stage with? Obviously you're playing with Razorlight, that's probably one, but any others?
I would like to try and get us playing somewhere like Coco by the next year. I want to at least, even as a small support slot,
That's achievable.
I'd like to play Coco in Camden. What about you?
Yeah, just festivals, I guess. I mean, it'd be great to get on like Reading or something, just anything like that. Something with a BBC introducing stage.
Yeah.
Or
that's
even not through
achievable.
that, just even,
Yeah.
or just to like maybe play a gig abroad in like in Spain or somewhere like that.
Yeah, I think
That'd be
the main thing that we're trying to achieve is to not be kind of like we've got a sell by date. We want to be a bit more kind of we want to last a lot longer.
Yeah, you don't
so
want to
just try and make sure the material's as good as it can be before we get it out.
Yeah.
Going back to that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to have one of those songs that is just sort of like, oh yeah, it's good for 6 months. and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, I know what you mean, definitely. Do you have any advice for aspiring musicians? Obviously, you guys have been doing it a while now. But
Practice is definitely the best thing because
I was
there
gonna
is
say
there is no way, it's not possible to ever go backwards. You can't ever go backwards. Well,
you can't get any worse.
Yeah, you
if
can't get any
practice.
worse. So just keep practicing. Yeah, basically just keep practicing.
You can get a tiny bit better. But
Yeah.
You can't get any worse.
Yeah.
That's some good advice. Yeah.
And
But
then
Eddie?
I'd say, well, this is the thing that Ollie always sort of says to me, but I guess emulate. Is it emulate? Yeah.
I don't know.
No, not
I don't know if I have
emulate,
said that.
just learn
Oh, yeah.
songs by your heroes and
Yeah.
just learn how the songs are constructed and
Yeah.
just go into it as much depth as you can so you understand it completely.
The
And
best
then
thing for songwriting is definitely to learn
All the levels, isn't it?
Yeah, so
understand the levels
until
of the song.
you've basically learnt it and then you've just got inside their head and you kind of know
and then you
why they
realise
did
how
what bit.
and then you could just realise how
It helps
you could
so
write
much.
that
Yeah.
song.
Yeah,
But again, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah,
Not like that,
very
but
vaguely.
just I guess, yeah, then you can understand how they've written it.
Yeah.
That's some good advice.
Oh, and practice the shit out of your band when you're rehearsing.
Especially
Don't-
just bass and drums.
Do not
that
be,
always seems to
do
let
not
down.
be a crap live band because
Yeah.
it's really not really that good if you're crap.
Well, you're not going to get anywhere really if you can't play live.
No, you need to really.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you want to play half-assed? You'd want to play the best you can play. So why not rehearse instead of trying to get a gig straight away? Rehearse for about 10 months and then get a gig.
Yeah, I completely agree.
That's
with
what I
that.
would do.
Yeah.
But we didn't.
We
We only rehearsed for
we-
about 2 months.
No,
we did rehearse about 4 times a week.
I think we did 3 months. It
Yeah,
was
okay,
quite
so something
long.
like
It
3
was
times a
quite
week
long.
for 3 months. That's about.
That's a lot of practice.
How much
Yeah.
is that? That's like 3.
And we only had 2 songs. Like that's
About
about the time.
36 rehearsals
Yeah, that's
for our first gig, and people were amazed that it was our first gig. And they were
yeah,
like,
but that's good.
we were like,
Yeah.
we're all bloody nervous. This is the first time we've played together properly.
Yeah, no, that's really good because then you make a really good first impression.
Yeah.
So,
I tell you what, we definitely did make some good
It's
first
kind,
impressions.
yeah, we kind of
with the
knew from
promoters.
past experience when me and Eddie were in kind of other bands with like our friends. Like it wasn't so much of a proper thing; it was just more of a hobby. But it was a bit kind of like, yeah, we did a few of our own songs and stuff, but we just kind of knew it wasn't really up to the standard we'd like it to be. So we saw this as a fresh start, and just to be like, let's be fucking good, let's try and actually impress people.
You know, and we also practiced a lot in our own time to get to the point when we thought, okay, now let's start this band. And obviously we progressed when we rehearsed with the band as well.
Yeah.
No, it definitely shows that you guys really are committed to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Even though you have only like the one song.
Yeah.
It is a very good
I mean,
first song to have.
We are writing, well, Ollie's mainly writing demos all the time. There's so many demos always being recorded all the time. So we're quite fortunate we have the facilities to be able to just record a demo that quickly.
Yeah, we are.
Just get it done.
It's very lucky.
Guilty pleasures. Songs or artists that, you know, you might be a little bit embarrassed to admit that you like.
I really like Big For You Boots by Stormzy. I think it's great.
Okay.
I really like the production and I think it's great. I love it.
I like Rick Astley and Aha. and ABBA, actually. That scene is uncool, but I do love a bit of ABBA.
So many people mention ABBA every time on Guilty
ABBA's
Pleasures.
Great.
A huge influence on bands.
Yeah.
Bands that you wouldn't expect as well.
And they're Swedish as well. We've got Scandinavian heritage as well.
Yeah.
Which is very
So
cool.
Is that the main
I don't know.
like the main reason you like ABBA, or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere down the line, I wish there was some kind of connection.
Probably my other guilty pleasure is that band Yes. Quite like Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of them.
got that song "Owner of a Lonely Heart." That's a guilty pleasure of mine. I love that song.
That is a good song. That just reminds me of GTA Vice City.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever play that?
I have. Yeah.
That song was always on the radio.
Yeah. What radio station was your favourite on GTA, by the way?
Oh,
Has a big
Well,
part of our
let's
lives.
say the new one. Let's say the new GTA, because that's what everyone knows, really, don't they? I can't remember what the other ones are called.
What on? I remember the ones on 4.
I just remember the rock one on
Yeah.
Vice City. That was my favourite.
Yeah.
You know, the ones that they played like Michael Jackson. I think.
Just great tunes.
Yeah, just great tunes.
Yeah.
Like, it's brilliant. Maybe that's what you should strive to do as well. Just get on the radio on a GTA game.
I thought about that.
That would
You know,
be
there's
really
that band,
cool.
That would be
there's
really
that,
cool.
I was just listening in the car
How many
to
people
a
buy
band
those
called
games?
Waves. There's a band called Waves, and also that band Fiddler. They're not.
Yeah.
They're still like.
We've resulted
they're
to
still
actually
really
downloaded
big
their
bands.
tracks because of that.
Yeah, they're still really big bands, but they're not at that sort of like headlining
Mainstream,
you know, there's
like proper mainstream.
They're still
but
sort
they
of
are
underground,
big,
and they're, you know, they must have earned so much money from just being a GTA, especially that new one. That's just
Well, yeah, like
ridiculous.
even if they didn't pay them a lot to be on there,
it's a lot of
the
publicity.
the people listening to them, like, and going out and picking up their songs is, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
I always mention to people about Twitch, the streaming service, which people stream, you know, live video games, probably GTA, and they have music playing on in the background. They have, like, you know, just random music tracks. And I'm saying to bands, why don't you go pester these people on Twitch with like 1 million followers and say, look, can you just play our song like a couple of times in your stream of like, you know, whenever, because you're gonna have like 50,000 people hear it instantly. It's like there's more publicity than most radio shows.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's an idea.
Yeah, that's a great
welcome.
idea. Yeah.
YouTube as well.
Yeah.
Just hit up those
definitely.
YouTubers as well, because they always need background music for their stuff. And
Actually, we do know Kirsten, who has a gaming thing.
Yeah,
Doesn't
exactly.
she? A gaming thing.
I
Could
don't know
ask
who
her.
Kirsten is, but
Oh, she's
That
like
type of
she's
stuff,
like our super fan actually,
Right.
which is really good. Yeah.
Get your track on one of her videos.
that's a good idea.
I think that'd be good.
Let's
I
do
think
it.
she'd be happy to do that.
There's so many different ways like you can just get your music out there now. It's just so much easier.
Yeah.
I think you just got to think outside the box and not think, oh, there's either radio or there's Spotify
Yeah.
or something. It's
The other thing we don't really give our music out at gigs. Actually, that's one thing. A lot of bands do that with their merch and stuff, but we've been
chosen not to do that at the moment.
Yeah.
Like it would be good to have merch. We need to sort that out.
I think T-shirts, but I don't want to give CDs really. Cause
a lot of people said they'd actually buy.
a lot of people
and
want
stuff.
homemade CDs now. Have you
Yeah.
heard that thing? Like they
Oh,
want
I don't know.
I don't know what the band do. They like do it all themselves. Like
Yeah.
like design
it all, and it's
DIY
like
stuff,
custom
yeah.
kind of. They're all like unique, and people want all those type of things now. So that just seems like a lot of work. But I suppose you could charge a bit more. I don't know.
Like we could even do it with just the one song if we wanted to just stay to that.
That is a good idea, but then that's a lot of CDs where you can fit 15 tracks on one
Yeah,
CD.
that is true.
You would be wasting a lot of CDs unless you got them.
We could just attach this podcast interview to that CD.
Yeah. Let's do that. Play days halfway through. You got to listen to the podcast first to get to date.
Podcast on CD, has that ever been done before? I don't think it has.
I think that'd be a good idea, actually.
Okay, right. So I think we've come to the end of the show. And that's it. So where can everyone follow you on social media, all that stuff?
You can follow us Facebook/Timeless Lizards, Twitter/Timeless Lizards.
I can find you on
Do you know
Twitter.
what? Just search.
I think Twitter's called Timeless Lizards HQ. I think.
That's
I don't know.
actually. So
we
if
all
you just
control,
type up,
we all control
if you
different
just
ones.
type in Timeless Lizards on any
it should come
sort
up
of
then.
like thing, it will come up because no one else is called Timeless Lizards.
That's
That's a good
luckily,
reason why we
I don't
called
know.
ourselves Timeless Lizards. We searched the name before we started it, so
Yeah. That's another good bit of advice for bands.
I
Like,
actually don't-
search Twitter and Facebook first. And if there's like 5 other bands with the same name, don't bother.
Even if there's one other band, just don't. Just think of
it's
something
not
else.
worth it because there's a few bands that I've had on here who have a catchy name, and it's like, it's a good name, but there's about 10 others. It gets quite
I
confusing.
mean, we've got a website as well, which is recently new. So if you just type in timelesslizards.co.uk or .com, either of those, just links you to the same one. So
nice and simple.
Yeah, and then you can I think you can get to our Facebook through all of that. So that's quite a simple one.
Yeah, you can get through to everything.
And you've got a YouTube channel as well.
Yeah, YouTube, Instagram as well.
Yeah, YouTube and Instagram.
Actually, Instagram's very important to us because that's very kind of short and snappy. It tells people, our next gig and stuff.
Snapchat, which our drummer runs.
Oh yeah, apparently we have a Snapchat.
But I think all he posts on there are pictures of him smoking joints. So
I tried to actually befriend the Timeless Lizards Snapchat, and I don't know, he hasn't accepted it or something.
Is he only accepting females? Or
Yeah.
Maybe avoid the Snapchat for now. Right, thank you to my guest.
Thank you very much for having us. Thank you.
Yes.
You can follow Local Distortion on Facebook as well, facebook.com/Local Distortion Podcast, Twitter, Dan L Distortion, because someone stole my name. So, I need to message that guy. And subscribe to this YouTube channel, which you'll most definitely be listening to this interview on, because that's where I put all my content, and we'll get you guys back in and we'll do some acoustic sessions.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Maybe, hopefully, with the whole band.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll do that.
Yeah.
And thank you all for listening.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
We'll just fade it out. Yeah.